MCU cannot keep getting away with this, because Agatha all along added even more beautiful women to the MCU, and I can't help but say would every time they appear on the screen. But in all seriousness, I just finished watching Agatha all along, and I gotta be honest with you, it's definitely not as bad as everyone is making it out to be, but I can definitely see why some people just don't like it. And I'm truly happy for the people that love this show. Me personally, I'm kind of on it, but these first 2 episodes are pretty interesting enough, with a whole lot of Easter eggs, some cameo teases, and Aubrey Plaza, and me and you, we gotta talk about it. I'm going into recap mode for both episodes, so if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, but come back after, because I do want to hear your thoughts. First things first, we got a new intro for the Marvel television side of things. I kind of mess with it. It's like a quickie version of the regular one. But this entire first episode starts off with a tone that I was not expecting. But that's because Agatha is stuck in premium television. The irony, where she plays a detective solving a murder. We see the return of some WandaVision favorites like Herb, but there's a dead body of someone who was crushed with the blacked out fingers. And it turns out this body was moved from Eastern Europe. We already know who that is. Mommy Wanda. It turns out Agatha's living her own version of Mayor of Easttown, except this one's called Agnes of Westview. So I like how they kept that element from WandaVision of like the television shows. Dottie makes an appearance as a librarian, where Agatha finds out that a certain book has been destroyed along with all of its copies, with the title of the book being Dialogue and Rhetoric, Known History of Learning and Debate by Andrew Ugo, which is basically just the Darkhold and Mount Wundagore. Then Aubrey Plaza shows up and let's just say spices up a lot of things. But she's basically trying to get Agatha to snap out of whatever spell she's in, because she's another witch, which is when this criminal steals something from Agatha's house. But that's when Kitty shows up and runs him over. He came out of nowhere. She might be my favorite character. Second favorite. But it turns out this kid knows some things. And by some things, I mean magic. That's when Agatha goes back to the morgue to check on that dead body. And boom, you looking for this? It's Wanda Maximoff's dead body. Why did you say that name? She starts to snap out of it. What the fuck was that? I like how she goes through the different eras and costumes from WandaVision, and she finally snaps out of the spell. And remember who you are. When she breaks out of her spell in her clothes, witch cheeks in broad daylight is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So it turns out this whole detective stuff was all in her head. She actually kidnapped this kid. Aubrey Plaza is a witch whose black heart beats for Agatha. They were putting the paws on each other for a minute. She got up like the Undertaker. Us after round 4. She says, damn, you ain't got no power. I'm out. The Salem 7 are gonna come for you, and I am not gonna be around for that. It turns out that this kid, well, actually teen, was the one that broke Agatha out of this spell. But for some reason, whenever he says his name, it gets blurred out. Bro wants to be Voldemort so bad. You are not him, little bro. I mean, we all know who he is, really. But it seems like this show is saving him for a big reveal, so I don't want to spoil anything. And so they set off on a trip where Agatha sees Wanda's house and says, what? And they drive off to get their own coven of witches together to go down Witch Road, which is a place and space for witches to get true power, which she needs and he wants. They recruit Lynn Calderu, Jennifer Kale, and Alice Wu. They all begrudgingly meet up with Agatha, who they all know is a big ass problem. But all their lives are in shambles, so they're like, fuck it. And they need a green witch, which is most likely Aubrey Plaza's character. Agatha's like, nope. So she recruits Kitty, who's like, are we doing laundry together? They start singing this cool song like Down the Witch's Road or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, they were kind of harmonizing in that bitch. But oh shit, the Salem 7 pop out, and they're really the thing of nightmares, like grounded Dementor witches. But the song ends up opening the road, and they're finally on their quest for unlimited power. It should have been me. That's basically where the first 2 episodes end. All these hints to Wanda make me feel like she's got to make some type of appearance. Maybe Ralph Boner shows up, Jimmy Woo, Darcy, some of them. Come on, man. So it's not like my favorite thing in the world, but I also don't hate it like a lot of people do. Like the people out here just hating just to hate is ridiculous. Like if it's just not for you, just don't talk about it, don't watch it, don't even acknowledge it. But I'm gonna be keeping up week to week just to see if it gets better. And for more Aubrey Plaza.